Now, DeWanna Bonner, all right, she has come out. She's also
off her energy and her will to win. She wants to win, and that's been really fun. And getting to, run around with her is definitely better than chasing her.
Bonner just dropped a bombshell about Caitlin Clark that stunned everyone, including Clark herself. These two, once fierce rivals battling like every matchup was for the MVP crown, now find themselves on the same side. But Dana's recent comments reveal a surprising new perspective on her teammate. Intrigued? You should be. Let's unpack the twist no one saw coming.
about Caitlin Clark and DeWanna Bonner. Both of them have made comments about the upcoming WNBA season. And we all know, I mean, once they assembled this roster, the pressure was going to begin to build. It's all right.
Caitlin Clark is a force of nature. Imagine a tornado in sneakers, armed with a jump shot. She's out there rewriting the laws of physics with every three-pointer she sinks. And let's be honest, if basketball had royalty, Caitlin would be the undisputed queen. Crown, check. Scepter, pure skill. Throne, built on MVP performances. But here's the kicker. The one player who used to stand in her path, DeWanna Bonner, is now on her team. Yeah, you heard that right. It's the plot twist no one saw coming, and it's shaking up the court.
She was asked about it after the game, and I thought her comments were telling because it's the kind of thing you want to hear from this team as they...
Let's take a moment to talk about DeWanna Bonner, the seasoned vet with battle scars and stories for days. She's been through the grind, faced down legends, and came out on top more than once. Back in her prime, DeWanna wasn't just a competitor. She was a storm in sneakers, the kind of player who would have pushed Caitlin Clark to her absolute limit. If we're talking unapologetic fire and raw tenacity, DeWanna's name is carved into that list. For years, their matchups felt like watching two lions clash over the last steak at the Savannah buffet. Fierce, unrelenting, and impossible to ignore. And you had no choice but to respect every second of it.
Honestly, that's like zero tolerance for that, There's no need. I think people sometimes fail to realize that we have a life outside of basketball and we are human. So, be fans, first of all, that's what we're here to put on the show for you to enjoy. And we enjoy. This is what we love to do. So don't make it, about that. Don't make it miserable for us to play that. Don't make it to where we're dreading to go out there and put on the best show for you. So it's something that I think our organization, our team, and our locker room stick together and, stand up for. And we're going to continue to do that. And we enjoy this game. So we want to keep it that way. And I feel like we're going to continue to speak up on that.
Yeah, I think exactly what DB said. I appreciate Kathy and the league doing that. I think also our organization has done a tremendous job of getting out in front of those things too. Coach White has done a tremendous job. So I think keeping our locker room tight, but like DB said, there's no tolerance for that.
All right, we'll turn to Eliza.
Hi, this is Eliza from the fashion publication Who What Wear. Thank you all for your time. This is for Caitlin.
But now, everything's changed. DeWanna Bonner is living out a redemption arc straight out of a sports movie. Think Rocky, only instead of punching sides of beef, she's dishing out no-look passes, draining tough shots, and swatting away buckets like she's rewriting her legacy one play at a time. This is the same DeWanna who once went toe-to-toe with Caitlin Clark, trading buckets like it was personal. Now, in a twist worthy of Hollywood, she's on the sidelines cheering Clark on, celebrating every win like it's her own. It's a full-circle moment, a 180 degrees shift that no one saw coming, but everyone can feel.
We're used to.
Oh, man. Yeah, totally different atmosphere. The support here has been just phenomenal. I really can't go anywhere. I've been here like a week and a half, and everywhere I go, it's just like, we're excited for the season. Thank you for being here. So it's been really, really refreshing, and I'm just happy to be here.
Caitlin Clark and DeWanna Bonner used to be like rival factions in a high-stakes political drama. Two powerhouses on opposite sides of the court, each fighting for dominance like senators battling over the final vote. Basketball is politics in motion, and these two were campaigning with every dribble, every shot, every stay down. You had Caitlin, young, fiery, relentless. Then DeWanna, composed, strategic, unshakable. It was pure electricity. Two alphas pushing each other to the brink, like Olympic gladiators in sneakers. And then, as if touched by a sports fairy with a flair for plot twists, DeWanna had a revelation. Maybe she didn't need to go to war with Caitlyn anymore. Maybe, just maybe, they could join forces. That's right. DeWanna Bonner, who probably lost sleep over Caitlyn's logo threes, decided to ride shotgun on the Clark Express. And now, they are not enemies. They are a force. Together.
DeWanna Bonner had her back immediately. DeWanna Bonner backup came right to her defense. And this is another player who the Fever have added that is going to bring support around their stars. You see Bonner saying, nah, what are you doing right there? Getting right in her face. This is not something that the Fever had in the locker room.
They are teammates now. And if that doesn't blow your mind, I honestly don't know what will. It's like the villain from your favorite childhood cartoon suddenly linking arms with the hero. Think Skeeter and Roger Klotz from Doug finally realizing, hey, we don't have to beef, we can just shoot hoops and stir up some beautiful chaos together. Okay, maybe not the cleanest analogy, but you get the vibe. This is legendary. It's the sports version of Michael Jordan and LeBron James suiting up for the same squad. Unreal. And here's the kicker, DeWanna Bonner. The same Dana who once probably viewed Caitlyn as some untouchable whirlwind of basketball brilliance, a puzzle that could only be cracked with strategy and sheer toughness, is now standing beside her. Not across the court. Beside her. It's like watching your longtime rival suddenly become your ride or die. You can practically hear the inspirational soundtrack swell as Dana smiles and says, man, I'm just glad she's on our side now.
Against the champions that have been added to this bunch.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what everybody talked about when we were in the playoffs last year of, we really didn't have much experience at all playing in playoff games. I don't know what the exact number was, but we really lacked in that area. So just adding pieces of, players that have been in this league, they know what it takes to win. They know what it takes to get to the finals. They know what it takes to win championships. I think it's exactly what we needed in our locker room. So it's just exciting, but also they're not only really good basketball players, they're really great leaders and really great people.
But let's be real, we can't knock it. Dana went from I'm here to beat you to thank God we're on the same team in the blink of an eye. Basically the same amount of time it takes Caitlyn Clark to launch and sink a half-court three. And honestly, this is exactly the energy the game needs. Who doesn't love a redemption arc? The rival turned ally, the seasoned vet now giving Caitlyn the backup, and maybe even the emotional lift. She needs to take over the league. Dana might not be draining step-back threes these days, but she's playing her part with quiet power, steady, reliable, and ready to ride or die when things get gritty. It's the kind of plot twist no one saw coming, but now that it's here, we can't get enough. You can almost hear the triumphant soundtrack as Dana sheds her past as Caitlyn's toughest matchup and steps into a new role. The teammate we never knew we needed. It's cinematic. It's real. And it's unfolding right in front of us.
Really realized yet because I haven't played in front of it. So I'm excited to get a little bit of a taste on Saturday, but I can only imagine how the first game is going to be. Playing here as an opponent, it's hard to play here. They get loud, they get crazy. Last year in Connecticut, we just kept saying, we know we can't take this thing back to Indiana. We got to finish it at home because it was going to be insane. So I'm excited to be a part of it and them cheering for me for once instead of...
Come on, who doesn't love that kind of transition? The former rival who once scowled from the opposite bench is now the first one up, clapping like it's Game 7 of the finals. You can feel the shift in energy the moment Caitlyn and Dana lock in. Suddenly, it's not about personal accolades. It's about something bigger, trust, teamwork, and the thrill of chasing victory together. That's the magic of basketball. Sure, we all live for the jaw-dropping step-backs and rim-rattling dunks, but it's the human element that pulls us in. The way fierce competitors can become teammates. The way respect turns into camaraderie. It's like a two-person wrestling tag team where each player brings their own style, strengths, and flaws to the ring, and still finds a way to win as one. Because at its core, basketball isn't just a sport. It's a living, breathing drama. A place where rivalries evolve, arcs unfold, and personalities collide in the most electric ways. And when those storylines spill off the court, that's when the game becomes unforgettable. That's when athletes stop being just players and start becoming legends with a little bit of soap opera flair.
Obviously, Caitlyn, so what's it been like just building that relationship with you two? I saw you kind of messing around with each other on the court, so it looks like it's going pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. She's such a dynamic player. She does a lot for this team, and we understand that. So I think everybody here just want to make her life easier, and she wants to make everybody else's life easier. So just putting all the pieces together that we can be a threat on, every level of the court, not just with Caitlyn this year. So
I'm just ready to put it all together, and it's so crazy because we got 4 days where we play a preseason game, so I think we got to put it together pretty quick. But